Hey guys! So the first thing I use before I start my makeup is my H2O Face Oasis Hydrating Treatment Cream. And it's just a light blue ocean looking lotion that keeps my skin really nice and hydrated throughout the day. So I just take that and rub it all over my face. The next thing I use is for my under eyes, and it's from the same line, the H2O Oasis, but it's for the under eye treatment, and this is so important because it keeps my under eyes hydrated and also helps my concealer go on much smoother and nicer, and it just helps my makeup apply much better. The next thing I use is my Tarte foundation, which is in the color Tan Honey, and I just take my beauty blender and I apply a little bit onto my beauty blender, and then I just apply it all over my face. The next thing I use is my Born This Way Too Faced Concealer. This is my most favorite concealer. I also use it as a highlighter. So what I do is I just draw two triangles underneath my under eye to cover that area. Then just a line across my nose, and you could do a circle or little straws, whatever you want to draw, just so you get your forehead covered. And then two more marks under your nose and then on your chin. Some people say it looks like a little angel on your face. And then I just go ahead and blend that all in. The next thing I use is my NYX setting powder. My setting powder is in the color medium dark, and I just take my beauty blender, I dip it into my setting powder, and then I just pat it right under my eye. You don't want to pat it too much, you don't want it to be blending in or anything, you just want it to sit there on your face so it can kind of bake and really set into that under eye area. The next thing I used is my contour stick, and it's in the Maybelline Fit Me Shine Free Foundation. It's in the number 355. It's an amazing, really creamy contour stick, goes on super smooth. I just draw one line on the right and on the left, kind of not all the way to my lips, but just covering my hairline and halfway down my cheek, and then around my forehead and around my jawline, so it really defines your jawline and makes your face look more defined. Next, I take my eyeshadow brush. This is the e.l.f. eyeshadow brush, and I just take my cream contour and contour the both sides of my nose, just so my nose has a more defined and slimmer look. Next, I take my BH Cosmetics contour brush in the number 117, and I just go ahead and blend it all in, contour both sides of my cheek, my forehead, and that jawline, and just make sure it all blends in nicely together. I love using my contour brush. I just think it's so much easier to blend in that way, but I've seen people use all sorts of different types of brushes, and you could also use your beauty blender if you're more comfortable using that as one of your tools. Next, I grab any kind of fluffy brush. I'm using the BH Cosmetics 113 brush. It's just a regular foundation brush. And remember that baking we did under our eyes, we just take this brush and kind of wipe that all away and clean it up under your eyes. Next, I grab my Real Techniques blush brush, and I don't have a number for this, but it's their blush brush. And I grab my Milani Tea Rose powder blush. This is my favorite blush, such a pretty light pink color. I just put some on my brush and kind of sweep it onto my cheeks and pushing to the back. So kind of like onto my cheeks and pushing all the way back. Time for the eyes. I take my Elizabeth Mott Thank Me Later eyeshadow primer, and I just put a little bit on my finger, just like a little drop, and then I take my eyeshadow brush, which I am using the e.l.f. Professional eyeshadow brush, and I just dip a little bit of it on my brush and apply it all over my eyelid wherever I'm going to apply my eyeshadow. It really helps the colors pop on your eyes and helps them sit on your eyes throughout the day. Next, I grab my Bobbi Brown mini eyeshadow palette. There's two colors in this palette. The first color is the metallic eyeshadow Burnt Sugar, and then the Champagne Quartz, which is the lighter color. So what I do is I dab some Champagne Quartz onto my brush, which is the lighter color, and I just kind of add that onto my lower eyelid. Just pat it on. Don't rub too hard. Just pat down onto your lower eyelid so the eyeshadow kind of sits there and shimmers. The next is I grab the darker color, which is the burnt sugar, and I take a different brush, which is my BH Cosmetics 122 eyeshadow brush, and I just pick up some of that burnt sugar and put it on the corner of my eyes, and I blend inwards. So just pick up and put on the corner of my eyes and blend towards the inside and then back on the outside. Next, I grab my Carli Bybel eyeshadow palette. Love this palette so much. And I grab the lightest color on the palette and just highlight right under my eyebrow, and that makes my eyebrows pop and just makes your eyes look nice and clean, and that eyeshadow just nice and bright. So just that lower bone right below your eyebrow. Next thing I grab is my Mirabella Magic Marker eyeliner, and this is in the color Jet Black. And then I just go ahead and do my cat eye on both eyes, the infamous cat eye, which I will do a tutorial on soon on the steps I take to do my cat eye. Next in line are my eyebrows, which I'm using the NYX eyebrow pencil in the color black. So I just take my eyebrow pencil and just kind of fill in my brows wherever they need filling in. Nothing too crazy. I'm not drawing anything in, just filling them in. Next, I grab my Real Techniques contour brush, and I also grab my Carli Bybel palette, the eyeshadow and highlight palette, and I take that first highlight color that's on the palette, which is that light pink color, dab some on my brush, and then I just apply it to my cheekbone, one straight line, and then kind of I go upwards towards my eye. Then I also apply it to the bridge of my nose and the tip of my nose. Next, I grab my Benefit Roller Lash, by far the best mascara I've ever used. It just grabs onto your eyelashes and kind of curls them as it applies the mascara. The best. Moving on to the lips. Next, I grab my Anastasia Beverly Hills Liquid Lipstick, and I'm applying the color Ashton, and I just go ahead and apply that all over my lips. And we are all done. The last step is to just open up my hair and kind of flip it around, make it look presentable, and that's it. We're all done with our look. All right, you guys, this is my finished look. It was super easy. It doesn't take that long. Of course, I didn't go like all into my makeup box and like put everything on my face. It's just my like kind of what I would do if I was just going out for nothing too crazy, like just foundation, my highlight, contour, a little bit of contour, nothing intense, and then just kind of all that together. It didn't take that long, and it doesn't look like you have like a ton of makeup on your face. It's just a very natural but pretty look. So if you like my video, please thumbs up and subscribe to my channel. Love you guys. Bye.